For decades, the global commercial aviation industry has been dominated by two giants, Boeing and Airbus. Their aircraft fly millions of passengers every day, while their suppliers manufacture many of the world's most advanced jet engines. But what if a completely different aircraft, built outside the traditional Western aviation ecosystem, suddenly started attracting global attention? What if a new engine wasn't just another upgrade, but the beginning of a much larger strategy to reshape an entire nation's aviation industry? That is exactly why the new SJ-100 and its PD-8 engine have become one of the most talked about developments in aviation. While the aircraft itself may not directly compete with Boeing's largest jets or Airbus's flagship airliners, the technology behind it could significantly change the regional aircraft market and reduce Russia's dependence on foreign aerospace companies. And that is why aviation experts around the world are watching this program more closely than ever before. To understand why the SJ-100 matters, we first need to go back several years. The aircraft originally began life as the Sukhoi Superjet 100, a regional passenger jet developed to compete with aircraft such as the Embraer E-jets and the Airbus A350 in certain markets. When it first entered service, the aircraft relied heavily on Western technology. Many of its critical systems, including avionics, landing gear, and especially the SAM-146 engines, were supplied through international partnerships. At the time, this approach allowed Russia to develop a modern regional aircraft much faster by combining domestic engineering with proven international components. For several years, the aircraft served airlines in Russia and a small number of international operators. However, the program also faced challenges. Some airlines reported maintenance issues, spare parts shortages, and logistical difficulties, especially for operators located outside Russia. Even so, engineers continued improving the aircraft while gaining valuable operational experience. Then everything changed. Following major geopolitical developments and international sanctions, access to many Western aerospace components became extremely limited. Suddenly, maintaining aircraft that depended on imported systems became far more difficult. Instead of abandoning the project, Russian aerospace companies launched one of the most ambitious import substitution programs in modern aviation. Their mission was simple, but incredibly difficult: replace hundreds of foreign-made components with domestically developed alternatives. This effort eventually led to the creation of the SJ-100, an updated version of the original Superjet, designed with a much higher percentage of Russian-built systems. New avionics, electrical equipment, hydraulic systems, flight control components, auxiliary power units, and many other parts were redesigned and manufactured inside Russia. But perhaps the biggest challenge of all was the engine. The original SAM-146 engine was developed through cooperation between Russia's NPO Saturn and the French company Safran. After international cooperation became increasingly restricted, Russian engineers needed an entirely new engine capable of powering the aircraft without relying on foreign suppliers. That engine became the PD-8. Unlike a simple upgrade, the PD-8 represents years of engineering development. It incorporates technology derived from Russia's larger PD-14 engine, which powers the Irkut MC-21 airliner. Engineers adapted this technology for regional aircraft, creating a modern turbofan designed to improve reliability while supporting domestic production. Developing a commercial aircraft engine is among the most difficult engineering challenges in the world. A modern turbofan must operate safely under extreme temperatures, enormous rotational speeds, and constant mechanical stress for thousands of flight hours. Every blade, compressor stage, combustion chamber, turbine, and digital control system must function with exceptional precision. Even the smallest design issue can require months of additional testing. That is why engine certification takes years rather than months. Before any commercial aircraft engine enters airline service, it must undergo extensive ground testing, endurance evaluations, vibration analysis, bird strike simulations, icing tests, and numerous flight trials under different operating conditions. The PD-8 has followed this demanding path. Russian engineers have carried out a growing series of laboratory tests, ground evaluations, and flight test campaigns to validate the engine's performance. Test aircraft have accumulated valuable flight data, while engineers continue refining engine software and operational characteristics. One reason aviation experts are paying close attention to the PD-8 is because it demonstrates Russia's determination to rebuild an independent aerospace supply chain. Instead of depending on imported propulsion systems, avionics, and critical aircraft equipment, manufacturers are attempting to produce nearly every essential component domestically. That objective extends far beyond a single aircraft. It represents a long-term strategy aimed at strengthening national aerospace capabilities. For airlines operating inside Russia, this approach could reduce dependence on imported spare parts and foreign maintenance support. If successful, it may improve long-term fleet sustainability under current operating conditions. However, the road ahead is anything but easy. Designing an aircraft is already an enormous challenge. Designing an entirely new engine while simultaneously replacing hundreds of imported aircraft systems is even more complex. Every new component must work perfectly with every other system. A small software incompatibility, electronic fault, or manufacturing defect can delay certification by months or even years. That is why engineers continue conducting careful evaluations before large-scale airline deliveries begin. Despite these challenges, the SJ-100 has attracted worldwide attention, not because it is larger than Boeing aircraft or more advanced than Airbus models, but because it represents a different approach to aircraft manufacturing under extraordinary circumstances. Instead of focusing solely on global competition, the program focuses on technological independence and domestic industrial capability. And that makes it one of the most unusual aviation projects currently underway. But can the new PD-8 engine truly transform the future of Russia's commercial aviation industry? Can the SJ-100 become a reliable regional aircraft powered almost entirely by domestically developed technology? And could this ambitious program influence how other countries think about aerospace independence in the years ahead? The answers may determine not only the future of the SJ-100, but also the future direction of one of the world's largest aviation industries. As testing of the SJ-100 continues, one question remains at the center of the aviation world. Can this aircraft truly become a long-term success? The answer depends on much more than just a new engine. Success in commercial aviation requires reliability, certification, airline confidence, maintenance support, spare parts availability, and years of safe operational performance. Building an aircraft is one challenge, but keeping hundreds of them flying every day is an entirely different one. This is where the PD-8 engine becomes so important. Unlike the bolder SAM-146, which depended on international cooperation, the PD-8 was designed to give Russia greater control over one of the most critical parts of any commercial aircraft. If the engine proves reliable in airline service, it could reduce dependence on foreign suppliers and make long-term fleet support more predictable for domestic operators. However, developing an engine is only the beginning. Every airline carefully evaluates fuel efficiency, maintenance costs, engine durability, dispatch reliability, and overall operating economics before placing large aircraft orders. Airlines do not simply buy airplanes because they are new. They invest billions of dollars based on long-term performance. This means the SJ-100 must prove itself in real-world airline operations. Thousands of flight hours under different weather conditions, airports, and operational environments will ultimately determine whether the aircraft earns airline confidence. Another important factor is maintenance. Modern commercial aircraft spend as little time on the ground as possible because every hour parked at an airport represents lost revenue. Airlines prefer aircraft that are easy to maintain, require fewer unexpected repairs, and have readily available spare parts. That is why Russia has been working not only on the aircraft itself, but also on creating a domestic supply chain capable of supporting operators for many years. Maintenance centers, technical documentation, pilot training, engineer certification, and spare parts manufacturing all play essential roles in an aircraft program's long-term success. Without these systems, even the most advanced airplane can struggle commercially. The SJ-100 therefore represents something much larger than a regional passenger jet. It represents an effort to rebuild an entire aerospace ecosystem. At the same time, the global aviation market continues evolving rapidly. Passenger numbers are increasing again. Regional connectivity is expanding, and many countries are investing in domestic aviation infrastructure. Regional aircraft remain extremely important because they connect smaller cities with major airline hubs, supporting both economic development and tourism. This creates opportunities for manufacturers capable of producing reliable regional jets. Nevertheless, competition remains intense. Aircraft such as the Embraer E-Jets E2 family and the Airbus A350 have already established strong reputations in many international markets. These aircraft benefit from mature global support networks, extensive certification, and years of operational experience. For the SJ-100 to compete internationally in the future, it would need not only technical success, but also broader regulatory acceptance, strong customer support, and competitive operating economics. That is a significant challenge, but aviation history has repeatedly shown that technological progress often begins with ambitious projects. Many aircraft that later became global success stories faced difficult development periods before eventually proving themselves.